Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be taking a look at a set video as well as numerous set photos for the Batman, which was, well, and is actually shooting in Liverpool in the UK all week. This stuff was captured yesterday, so Monday the 12th. And the video is really interesting, actually, and so is all the images. It all looks to be centered around the funeral that we saw in the trailer. I think that's pretty confirmed. And I think this is actually the funeral for the mayor of Gotham, if I am correct anyway, and I could be completely wrong. And it is interesting because we can start to see the criminal underworld of Gotham in these set photos. And these are live scenes, so this is actually happening. We can see John Turturro's Carmine Falcone, and he seems to be fraternizing with Zoe Kravitz's Catwoman. In fact, they are actually pictured walking hand in arm. You know, they're linked arms, surrounded by all of the bodyguards and things like that. And then you also have Bruce Wayne's Batman's, Bruce Wayne's, Robert Pattinson's, whatever, floating around with them, standing next to an incredibly unrecognizable Oswald Cobblepot, played by Colin Farrell. The prosthetic work on Colin Farrell is just mind-blowing. I don't think I've seen prosthetic work this good for a very long time. I don't know if I can picture someone that's had such extensive prosthetic work put on them and is actually is unrecognizable. I mean, quite literally unrecognizable. He looks amazing. He absolutely looks like the Penguin, or a version of the Penguin. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Really, really, really good. But it's interesting to see the set photos because they're all sort of floating around with one another. Now, I don't know how the set photos line up with the set video I'm about to show you, because the set video actually shows Bruce Wayne and the Penguin, so Oswald Cobblepot, having a bit of an altercation, actually. Now we know, or at least it's what we can gather from the trailer, that this movie has the Riddler wanting to sort of shine a light on all of the sort of the lies and the sort of politics of Gotham and the corrupt nature of it. I'm wondering from these set photos and videos whether Bruce Wayne's wrapped up in that somehow, because there is, from the trailer we get a feel for the Riddler almost being a sympathetic villain type with what he's saying and doing. So I wonder if Bruce Wayne's Batman is wrapped up in that somehow. Or at least maybe the Riddler spots him and believes he is because of this funeral. Maybe that's part and parcel of it. I don't know. But it is interesting to see all of this lined up. And like I say, this is very clearly just part and parcel of the funeral that we saw in the trailer. Or that's what I think it is anyway. It really does look like it is. They're wearing very similar clothing, very similar outfits. But obviously, I think a lot of people are going to be dying in this film. So the fact that they've got this funeral here and they had a funeral in the trailer, it doesn't mean that that's the only funeral that we're going to have. I think this will be a very dark and very, very, kind of brutal movie on top of the sort of detective noir aspects. John Turturro's version of, Falcone looks great. I think Falcone, I think it's cool. Like, it looks really, really good. I did a video yesterday, which I'll leave linked above, where I was discussing the rumours and saying that these videos, the set photos that I found yesterday sort of debunk that, because it confirms what my source had told me about where the rumours of massive issues on set had come from. And I had said that, yes, they will be filming all this week. And I did say in that video something about De Niro or something like that. I was just reading some tweets out. I do know that John Turturro is playing Carmine Falcone. I am aware of that. I was just reading some tweets out, but when you sort of read it, you don't clock it so much. But yeah, he looks good. I can't imagine he's going to be a massive role in this. I think he is more this sort of orchestrating type from the top. I believe, anyway. So I've already played it, but I'll play it again. This is the video of Bruce Wayne, this slight altercation with the Penguin. You can see it, and it doesn't look like a man going out of his way to sort of go and start a fight. It looks like two people having a conversation that gets a little bit ugly, or people that know one another, and someone just sort of telling them to back off a little bit. So it does make me wonder whether Bruce Wayne is part and parcel of all of this stuff. But hey, here's the video once more. So there you go. Like I said, I will be covering the Batman, any updates. I'm a massive proponent of this film, unabashedly so. I think that this will be very, very good. I like the look of all of it, to be perfectly honest. I think this will be a very good version of the Batman. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Now, they will be filming in Liverpool all week. That is the current shooting schedule. And then they are set to return to the south of England, or the UK, should I say, by the end of this week, beginning of next week. They have shoots planned up until the 25th of October. I'm going to be doing a video today, maybe tomorrow, as to whether the current measures by the Prime Minister of the UK is basically going to stop filming, because I do have some information on that. It's actually all positive, so don't worry about that. But yeah, just a bit of a sneak preview for an upcoming video. But there you go, guys. What do you guys think of the photos? What do you think of the outfits and things like that? I do think Catwoman's outfit's a bit on the nose, but I guess it's kind of it's in keeping with Catwoman. Obviously loving the finer things in life, and black leather and all that kind of stuff. I think it works. I think everyone looks good. Everyone looks fitting for a funeral. And again, that speculation on that Bruce Wayne versus the Penguin, I do wonder. I wonder if they're going to frame Batman as maybe a sort of a villain-esque, or at least being targeted by the Riddler because he suspects him. But what do you guys think about that? Because again, I did get a feeling that they were sort of painting the Riddler as a sympathetic villain. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know down below. If you are new here, please do hit subscribe. Please do share this video. There's been a lot of negativity thrown out about this movie recently. And if you like the movie, then hey, look, consider sharing the video, because the negative videos seem to get more views. So you can't just condemn me as being one of those people that just peddle hate for views, because goddamn, being positive definitely doesn't work well sometimes. So anyway, let me know your thoughts. I've been Mr. H. Take care.